You know, there's two types of people in this world, and I just like to say that the ones who had it in the beginning will gain um, in the end if they didn't fall off the track like the rest have and followed after a predator, somebody who done it to them, so they go and think it's okay to do it to somebody else. And those two type of people that I'm talking about, where you know one was hurt in the beginning, and then the other one was hurt also in the beginning, but they follow after what their predator has done to them, and they done it to onto somebody else because they feel as though, like the movie Thinner, if they can pass it on to somebody else, then they'll be golden. When it always flies back at them towards the end, they're gonna get it one way or another. Like say for instance, housing. You know how they place all these rules down for their family members to follow. They don't want to help them. It could be their parents or their children. They want them to follow rules because they didn't like the fact that they had to follow rules when they were kids, and they feel as though that they should have a right to rule over their parents because of that. And then you have you know, the opposite, where the parents want to control the child all the way up until death, and they don't want to help them financially. They want government to do that. So they'll be happy to, spend their money here and there. Like I'm spent paying for this person, that person as my family member. I'm helping them out doing that by having them under freaking criminal laws for criminals. Because that's basically what the fuck they do in housing. They treat them like criminals. And their family members know this and they don't give a fuck. As long as they got their freedom. But the tables are going to turn. It's automatic. It's called karma. It's part of the universe. You know, you're going to get what you give, just so you know. So you shouldn't do onto others what you wouldn't want done onto you because it ends up flying right back at you. It's like a boomerang. Okay. These names aren't um, given to us for nothing. If you look at really serious the names and generations and the X, how they skipped and then went straight to Z. Well, that's going to happen to them in the long run because as they fool others, they become the fool in the end. That's part of life. So you can keep playing your little tricks. See, I can rip apart my name too, like PA. I can use that for many things. Patricia Ann, or Pennsylvania, or yeah, that double of all types of shit, and three types of spirits. And if you look at my thing, there's tree in there for three, and then there's CIA. Yeah, it just shows. Yeah, that up. That's a 77. That turns into a 5, and that's scarred, wounded, and the ones that were not hurting others purposely end up getting hurt in the end, and they think they're not going to. They think they can keep playing this little fucking charade game and take advantage of what one person doesn't know and get away with it and stuff. And they sit there and say they want to test your heart, but they don't like no one testing theirs. They don't like plotting, planning against them, being hypocritical. And they be talking about, criminals and shit, what criminals do, and they don't look at themselves as criminals because they're doing the same shit the criminals are doing. Where do you think the fucking criminals earn it from? Learn it from the leaders, the boss man. Leaders, boss, same damn shit. They say there's a difference, but in my opinion, in these times, it's not because they're all following a wave of corruption. They're not doing anything right. That's why the prices are going up and people work at gas stations you're getting a high amount of money, and then you got these landlords getting a high amount of money. That don't make any goddamn sense. The whole fucking system's so screwy. They got shit locked up. They say they're understaffed, but they won't give people freedom to do for themselves. They say that's a no no. You're not allowed to have rights to your own fucking body because they want to use it as a goddamn organ um, trafficking and shit. And they want to use children as sex trafficking and then fuck up their mind and then say that, for you snitching, you have to take a pill now. And you have to follow our orders. And we know you were hurt and we weren't hurt, but we're going to be treated like the victim and have you be treated like you're the criminal for fucking snitching. That's exactly what I see in this fucking country. And you're proud of that shit? You're disgusting. I was even fucking freaking raped in the foster system. Did you care about that? No, you just brush it under the cover and say, be happy for other fucking people that they get justice and you don't. They don't want me to care about myself, but they say they care about people. That doesn't make no fucking sense now, does it?